All right. What's up, party people? Man, oh man, oh man. Tonight is going to be big. I'm pumped up for tonight. And man, whew, I know you're pumped up. Man, make sure that make sure that you've gone through the 14-day challenge. Make sure you've gone through the prep videos. Man, if you're excited, I just want you to just bask in that excitement for what you're about to dive into. Again, I just want you to, well, you know what? First of all, Wes and I are really excited for you. Period. We're just super excited for you. We're super excited for your future, and we're just pumped up for you. So we're pumped up for you. You should get pumped up for yourself. Okay. You're going to be asked to stretch, quite a bit during this next 90 days. You're going to have distractions. One of the things that I'm going to ask of you, just on behalf of Wes too, is that you focus in over the next 90 days. There's going to be things pop up. There's going to be things come up. The one thing I can tell you is just lock in over the next 90 days. If something comes up and you're like, it's a really good opportunity or whatever, if it's a really awesome opportunity, it's probably still going to be around, 90 days from now. So I'm going to ask you just to lock in. We're going to ask you to just have our voices in your head, for a while. We're not telling you that, nobody else's training matters or anything like that. But we understand that there's sometimes you just got to lock in. Okay. You just got to really lock in. So again, make sure you've gone through, the training videos in your back office. Make sure you press or just click the support button if you need help with anything for that matter. And then support will get you going. Okay. So again, after tonight, some of you are going to walk away closing 70% of the people that watch your presentations. And that's a pretty cool feeling. So again, I just want to kind of ask you a few questions. Again, how would it feel to recruit or have an additional 4 to 10 customers or people joining your business every single month? Okay. And that's at a minimum, all right, or an additional to what you're already doing. Okay. If you guys can follow what we're about to teach tonight, I can literally almost guarantee that you'll be at about 4 to 10 minimal customers or reps per month. Okay. Because again, you should have come into this with a roadmap. You know how many people you should be talking to a day. Okay. You should have an accountability partner. You should have some way of tracking what you do. And we will have some type of tracking mechanism for the group. Okay. Because we really do think it should be a community tracking thing. However, we want to make sure it works right. And we just didn't want to kind of throw something together. So, once we have that, make sure that you're participating not only with your accountability partner, but you're participating with the community as we track and share everything. Okay, so again, these are the pillars to our success. If you've been with us for any amount of time, you know how important we think vision is. Really, we know how important vision is. Cold market friending. When I put this slide together, I actually had cold market recruiting, and then I took that out because I was like, you know what, people should really focus on just making friends. That's what makes recruiting really easy. If you can make friends, I'm here to tell you what you really need to hear, not what you want to hear. You know what I mean? I have to say that. Many of you guys, obviously, Wes. She doesn't have to state that out loud and say, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, what you want to hear. I have to say that. So you hear that evil laugh in the back too. But I'm going to tell you something. If you have trouble making friends, you're going to have trouble in network marketing. Period, hands down. You may go find something that is just straight up affiliate something, and you just run traffic, and you just pay for. Great, do that in my opinion, I do feel like we should all be looking to become better people, become better communicators, become better friends, because that's how you make an impact. So obviously we're not going to be going over that tonight. Okay. We're going to be going over closing tonight, but these are the skills that we've acquired over the last few years. that have made the biggest impact in our life and in our business. You know what I mean? Because your ability to really make friends, like Wes, she makes a ton of friends at the gym, and it's so easy to like just bring up business when you make friends with people, because they're like, oh dude, what do you do? And like, it's not like this thing of like, oh, you're trying to get me into something, like people are really curious. So again, make friends. Okay. We're going to teach you guys all these things. Okay. So get ready, just kind of hold on to your hat. So this is how this course works. Okay. There are going to be modules that you go back through more than others. Okay. Each and every one of you has a different skill set, and you've got different things kind of going on in your life and your business that may require, like, I'm pretty sure many of you are going to be coming back to this module. I'd probably recommend it more than 3 times. I would put that challenge on you. My challenge to you is that each time you come back to a module, make sure you show up a different person. Okay. Put that in your head. Like, show up a different person each time you come back to a module. It's kind of like reading a book. Like, you read a book, you go out into the world, you apply that book, and then like you come back and read the same book as a different person. You're going to get something different out of it. Okay, that's the concept here, and I want you to treat this course like this. I want you to watch and rewatch and apply. Again, make sure you go back through the 14-day pre-course. A lot of you, that's brand new to you. So if it's brand new and if you've never heard anything like that before, then the foundation isn't set yet. Okay, so that foundation is starting to be built, but it's not set. Okay, it's still, the cement hasn't dried yet. I would say at least watch every module at least one time. Again, watch, apply, come back, repeat. Okay, choose what works for you in terms of like, this whole full-time formula. For some of you, yes, you will be, crushing it in 90 days. For some of you, it's 180. For some of you, it's 360. For some of you, it's 1,296. Doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. We all have different skill sets. We all have different lives. We all have different things going on. So, that it really doesn't matter what your number is. Okay. But you got to have a number. Okay. Random doesn't work. You got to have some type of number. Okay. And if you got to track things, guys, if you don't track it, it doesn't exist. I'm sorry, but it doesn't exist. If you're watching this live, Wes and I, we are going to run this 90 days with you. Okay. So, we'll be prospecting people. We'll be talking to people. We'll be right there with you. We won't just be with the bullhorn, telling you what to do. Okay. So we'll be running right next to you guys. I think one of the things that really sets us apart, from other trainers and people that do things that are similar to what we do, is, we're one of the few that are really actively building a network marketing business, going out there, really learning not just, things in terms of online marketing, but really growing ourselves as network marketers and really diving into things like that. So, we think that definitely sets us apart. Okay. So let's get into it. You guys ready? Awesome. Let me know in the comment section that you're still awake, you're still with me, and that you're ready. And all right, let's see. Kathleen, I see a lot of new names in here. All right, cool. New names are awesome. New blood. They don't know Wes like we know Wes yet. So hold on to your hat. Hope you got a seatbelt on. There she comes.
Everyone's in here because of me.
Pretty much.
They know me. They know me.
They don't know. Pull the curtain back, Wes. All right, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Closing do's and don'ts. Okay, so one, I want you to kind of embrace this. You can do it. Okay, you can do it, but you do want to ask a lot of questions. You want to ask good questions, ones that don't set you up for success. So again, we want to ask open-ended questions. Okay, we want to get to a place where whether it's on the phone, whether it's in Messenger, and I do want to urge everyone to, again, use Messenger as a tool, not your main tool. Okay, it's just a tool to help you transition and get people on the phone, and we'll help you through that stuff. But make sure that you use open-ended questions. Things like, are you ready to get started? if it can end in a no, you're setting yourself up for failure. Do anticipate and eliminate. So what that means is you want to ask questions in a way that you're getting the answer in your head that you want already. Okay, and hopefully that makes sense. So let's say, so for example, if you've ever walked into a clothing store and you walk in and the person automatically says, "What? Can I help you find something?" Right? And then you're conditioned to say no. Has anyone ever experienced that in the last 2 weeks? You walk into a store, "Can I help you?" No, I don't need anything. You literally cut them off because you're conditioned already to say no, right? You're conditioned already. So what you want to learn how to do is these questions that we ask, or if there's a place where you're asking questions and when you're talking to people, we want to get to a place where you ask a question and you kind of know the answer that you want to get, and it kind of helps you determine what question you want to ask. Okay. Now, obviously, that's something that it does take a little practice, but again, if you're aware of it, if we can create some awareness around some things, then we'll create action on some things. Okay. Remember to keep your posture all the time. I mean, one, don't take things personal. Okay. It's really, really easy to take things personal. Keep a good energy. It's so easy to misinterpret something. We had it. We even had it happen to us today. It's super easy to misinterpret something. And if you don't keep a good energy, if you don't stay positive, you can blow the relationship out of the water and it's all done. Okay. Let's stop using words like interested, business opportunity, ground floor, words that just normal people people in your warm market, they freak out. They're like, "Wait a minute, you didn't talk like this yesterday, so what's going on?" And then again, they're thinking, okay, you got this new business, and if it did that to you in one day, no shot, because I would like to be the same person tomorrow that I am today because I like me, right? So we don't want to make people feel awkward with just new language that kind of freaks them out. So again, awareness of your words, and again, do find their vision. Okay, if you've gone through the prep videos, then you should have found your own vision, and that's going to help you to be able to get to find other people's vision, because most people they don't know how. Okay, and one of the tips to closing at this high of rate is it's got to be their idea. Okay, again, let go of it being your idea. A lot of us subconsciously want credit for them coming into as a customer or a rep. Okay, a lot of us subconsciously want the credit of, "Yeah, I brought you in." Yeah, that was me. That was me. I got you. You a rep now. You a rep. Let go of credit. You don't need credit. If it's their idea, it's going to be so much easier for people to join. Okay, it's their idea. They're like, "Oh yeah," in their head, when it's their idea, it's a wrap. Okay, so make that happen. All right. Now, before we really dive in, you must learn how to close. Okay, it's an absolute must. Not for you, not so you to make more money, not so you can drive that awesome car, not so you can rank advance. Okay, closing isn't for you. Closing is for them. Closing is for your prospects, and that's what we want to get to today. Closing is for them. It is life or death. Okay, I want you to move into that feeling. You may be like, "Dude, Ryan, no one's gonna die if I don't close them." Well, and I would vouch to say that that's not true, because if someone didn't close me, where would I be? I may be on this planet, but if you're not happy, it may feel like death. And you know how many people aren't happy on Earth, and they're literally living in a life that they just don't want to be in. And we have that responsibility. If we can learn how to effectively close people, we can actually give life back to people. A lot of you guys are in health and wellness companies. If someone got on your products, you can give life back to people. The core of life is energy. If we don't have energy, then life doesn't exist. You know, a lady hit me up today, like completely wrong, you know, just like spammy. Hey, open your mouth, take this. I know you work out. Come on, dude. Right? Like, eat it. You know, and I sent her a voice message back, and I said, you know what? If you really care that much about helping, it's not about the money, Ryan. I just want to help people, bro. Well, one, you can help more people by making more money. Okay. And two, if you really want to help people, you want to get your good products in somebody's body, then do it the right way. Because you doing it the wrong way is shutting it down, and you could have stopped someone from actually getting some good products in their body, having some energy, showing up better for their wife, showing up better for their husband, showing up better at work, showing up better for their kids. That's what energy does. So this is life or death. Getting them into your community is life or death. You failed somebody if you didn't get them into your community. If you know that they need to be in your community, then we failed them if we didn't get them in. You know, I feel that way about all the people that went through the challenge before this, and you know, that they just needed this, and and you know what, we can do as good a job as we want, but you know, that's how you continue to push yourself and get better, and say, you know what, we missed it, we didn't help some people. You know, it's kind of like a preacher in church. If he's hitting some of the audience but not everybody, it keeps getting that person better at what they do. So you got to get people in your community. That's the only way you can help them. You know, a lot of you probably right now, you're like, I don't want to, you know, sell anybody anything, or I just don't want them to spend the money and da-da-da. You know, at the end of the day, if you don't get them in your community, you can't help them. It's your job. You have a right to say, look, dude, you got to get in here, because it's the only way that I can help you, is truly to get you immersed in what we got. So again, imagine, just take a second. Imagine if you did not get closed. Imagine if someone said, you know what, I'm not going to follow up, or I'm not going to ask her if she's open, or you know what, you know, who cares if, you know, imagine where you'd be. Imagine if someone, you know, some of you right now may be watching this, maybe live, maybe the recorded version, maybe, you know, maybe Wes or I reached out and said, hey, look, you know, we may have reached out before and said, no, not for me. But then maybe we just reached out one more time, and you know, being here changed your life forever. I don't know. But I want you to commit to finishing this course. Most people never finish courses. So again, I want you to commit to finishing this course. I want you to tell somebody, commit. I'm finishing this course no matter what. It doesn't matter how much time. Commit to the homework. Commit to your accountability partner. Okay, that's huge, so big. So commit to these things. Okay, and commit to tracking your progress. Again, if you don't track it, it doesn't count, and you can't grow. There is no growth if you don't know where you were yesterday. Okay, if you don't track and say, you know what, how can I grow? Then nothing exists, and that's why most people usually stay in the same place, because they don't track anything. So there's nothing to actually measure, and if you can't measure something, there is no growth. Okay, I promised I wouldn't just go into like preacher mode tonight, but I'm kind of feeling it. I've had a couple cookies, and I have an energy drink. So
a couple.
I had a couple.
You bought like 10.
They're for the kids. Let's go. Keep it moving. Listen for my commands. Okay.
What? Hold on. Message me that you are committed, and I'm gonna write everyone's names down, and I'm gonna make sure that you're here every week. And if you're not, you're gonna hear from me.
And hearing from Wes. Where's that life or death slide?
So as soon as we get done tonight, send me a message.
There it is.
What?
But really, guys, I mean, you gotta track your stuff, and I'm gonna tell you, the most important thing in this course is accountability. Period. It's not the information. Okay, it's the accountability. That's the most important thing. Period. That's why you have to have an accountability partner or multiple, and you have to share your results. Track. We have a file in the file section of the group. That's a tracking sheet. Use that. Go ahead, print out 12 of them. You know, go ahead and put the dates on them. You know, do that. Send it to. have your husband or wife or kids or somebody have your upline say, hey, look, upline, I'm doing this challenge. This is what I'm looking to do. I'm doing it's in another group, but I'll still be here, whatever. But I printed out these 12. This is my activity, for the next 12 weeks. I'd love for you to be my accountability partner. It's cool. I'm not to take a lot of your time or whatever, but, because I don't want to take a lot of your time. I don't want to take a lot of mine. I just want, 5 minutes of accountability once a week or something like that, just to send it to you. I mean, guaranteed you'd probably get a yes. I mean, at the end of the day, they're like, okay, awesome. You're going to work. What's up? You know what I mean? Some of you may not have an upline. Doesn't matter. Find somebody. Okay. Doesn't matter. I heard somebody this week say, Ryan, I don't have an upline. I mean, okay, awesome. Go out and produce, and you'll earn an upline. Somebody from corporate will be like, hey, you need an upline. Somebody they want to find you. So produce, get somebody's attention. Listen to Wes and I's commands. If you hear us talking about something that may not show up in the homework, but you just hear it and that speaks to you and it says like, maybe I should do that, then write that down. Again, I don't want you vigorously taking notes. I just want you to write down things that speak to you. Okay. At the end of the day, we're going to go over some closing things tonight. But again, for those of you that are really, really serious and showed up tonight, you got to go through Recruiting Series Pro. It's probably one of the most hardcore prospecting and closing courses that exist in the industry. And I would put my word on that. So as you go through these things, again, I would make Recruiting Series Pro one of the things that should be in your ear over the X amount of time that you decided to run through this deal. Recruiting Series Pro will change your life. So make sure you plug into that. Then you may have, at this point, you may be asking yourself, okay, cool. I did the 14 days. There was absolutely no prospecting. Did anyone notice, the people that have gone through that challenge, gone through those videos, whatever, there was absolutely no prospecting. Not one time did we tell you to prospect over that 2 weeks. And you may be asking yourself why. One, we had to really get you ready. Okay. Two, most people know what to do. They know what to say. They know all the stuff, but they still don't prospect. And the reason why is because they don't know how to close. Most network marketing companies, they teach you how to start a conversation, break some ice, hey, I'm kind of doing this thing, if you get two people and, if those two people, it's like hey, would you be interested in the ground floor of a product that no one has any patents on? It's got double pin pendings and triple ice cream in the back. So if you want to look at it, again, most people will they kind of like barely tell you how to prospect, but if you know how to close, I guarantee you'll go out and prospect. We're going to share some stuff tonight, and if you've gone through Recruiting Series Pro, it will make you talk to more people. So if you know the end goal, okay, if you know the end game, then you can start to see. It's just like a vision, okay? We teach vision because it allows you to work backwards. If you know where you are in 10 years, then you can easily reverse engineer that to work backwards. It makes sense, right? It's like follow the yellow brick road type thing. Same thing goes with prospecting. Each of us should be prospecting every single day. We all have a roadmap. We've all done it. If you haven't, go back to the videos. And we all have a particular number that we shouldn't hit, and our head shouldn't hit the pillow unless we hit that number. Okay? But knowing what the end goal is, knowing the process of the close will make you start prospecting. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, just let me know if you're still with me. Let me know if that makes sense. So again, this is why we did closing first. Okay, because if you know that, then everything kind of comes together because now I kind of know how to do this. So again, most companies, they teach one thing, and that's prospecting. They teach you kind of how to break the ice, barely how to start a conversation, but no one really knows where to take that conversation once you start it, right? Unless it goes perfect. And someone's like, oh yeah, dude, I was really hoping that you would show up in my inbox today. We transitioned to a phone call. You'd actually hope that, you showed me a business opportunity because, I've just been waiting here, sitting here, waiting for something. So thanks for showing up. And, honestly, the worst thing for some people is if somebody said yes, because nobody knows what the hell they would do. And then they feel this weight of responsibility of, holy shit, they said yes. Oh God. Okay. So, again, I want you to walk away from tonight with this feeling of, it would be awesome I know exactly what to do. I know when they say yes, cool. I know that I'm just going to send them this link. I'm going to stop selling. I'm send them the link. I'm going to walk them through getting started. I'm going to plug them into this video, and then I know how to get them going. Okay, and that's the kind of confidence that you got to have. Again, so you need to know the end game, so you know the start game. Okay, you will develop the confidence that you need to go through the prospecting process when you know closing. So I do believe it's probably one of the most extremely misunderstood concepts in home business, for the reason that people think it's like hard selling. I think people think that they need to be like slick salesmen. They need to, be sneaky or sleazy. They have this misconception of sales and closing. If you feel like that, if you have any inclination of you like not having a good relationship with the word closing or the word sales, then I would highly recommend going and reading Grant Cardone's Sell to Survive. Okay, it's no longer in print. Okay, so you may have to go on like iTunes or Kindle to get it, but it will change. It will literally shift how you look at like the word sales and closing, because you'll literally start taking responsibility for how the economy turns. You know what I mean? Like you'll literally start looking at things like, holy crap, okay, if I can, I'm gonna say Nancy. So I close Nancy into ILC, okay? And then we show Nancy how to make more money. Nancy makes more money. What do people do when they make more money? They go spend more money, right? They have a better Christmas when they're making more money. People have a better Christmas. All of a sudden, the economy turns, okay? Can you see how now I'm responsible for the economy, okay? And when you have that type of responsibility, you can't just say, you know what, I'm just, okay, Nancy, I'll just buy your excuses. It's okay. Don't close. Let Christmas suck, right? Okay, so it's very important when you take that responsibility, things can start to get really, really awesome there. So again, most people are focused on like the wrong things. They're focused on, well, I just need more traffic. I just need more this. I just need more that. You know what? You got to learn how to close first. You got to learn how to convert. If you can do this, if you can learn how to do the things that we're going to teach you tonight, okay, consistently and effectively, and make it a habit. So this is going to be brand new to you. So again, you're going to watch it over. However, most people are saying, dude, I just had more traffic. No, more traffic's not going to do you anything. Okay. More, learning ads and learning things like that. That's not going to do you anything. Okay. Now, if you learn closing and you know how to convert these people when you get them on the phone or you talk to them, guess what? Pour on the ads, pour on the traffic, right? Pour it on, because I don't care how many leads you get. If you can't close them, awesome. Keep generating leads. Like for the person, I know people that brag about thousands and thousands of leads they generate a month. Awesome. I don't need to generate 1,000 leads. Why? Because I know how to close. So if I know how to close, if I want to enroll 100 people and I close at 30%, well, awesome. All I got to do is talk to 300 people, where the other person's worried about talking to 3,000. Closing can like literally save you time, money, effort, all this stuff. Okay. So again, stop looking to close everybody. Start to say, you know what, my business isn't for everybody. This may not be for you, honestly. Like, I don't even know if it's for you. Okay. We'll just have to see, if it's a good fit for you, it's a good fit for you. But stop looking to qualify everybody and close everybody, because trust me, there are bad closes and they will suck the life out of you dry. They will literally suck you dry. So again, let people disqualify themselves. It is tough to close somebody when they're in sales mode. Okay. If you ask somebody what their network marketing company is, for those of you that happen to come across network marketers or anything like that, it's hard to close somebody when they're in sales mode. Okay. So if you say, I had one of our guys reached out to me yesterday, and he said something like, hey dude, I don't know why this person keeps pitching me. And they said, well, you clicked their link. So you said, hey bro, your link didn't work. Well, to me, network marketer this is what they do. Hopefully everyone can see my face. As soon as they recognize that you click their link, they go, well, it's like they just go into like sales mode, right? So if you ask somebody like, hey, well, what company are you in? They go, let me just throw up on you. Okay. So unless you have problems first, it's going to be really tough for you to like switch this conversation around, because we've all been there and we've probably all known somebody that has been like, once they're in sales mode, we've gone into straight up like, like their collar pops up and then the fangs come out and it's literally like Count Dracula. And he's like, whoa, it's a comp. Have you seen my comp plan? Like you can't shut that off. Okay. So I just want you to understand, if you say something to somebody and it triggers into sales mode, just back off. Just back off, let them die out, let your content do the work, and we'll go over that too. So my goal for you, this is one of those like subliminal commands. Every person that you talk to, you should have at least a list of problems next to their name before you really go into like trying to close them, okay? If you don't have a problem, then you don't have a solution, okay? One of the questions I ask a lot of all our VIP clients is, okay, let's kind of reverse engineer this. Why would that person join? Why exactly is that person joining today? And then usually their answer is something that has to do with them, selfish. If it doesn't have to do with solving a problem that they told you that they would like to have solved, then we can't close them, okay? Disclaimer, all right? A lot of the stuff I'm going to tell you, you're going to be really super urged to just do on Messenger. And it doesn't work. A lot of stuff just doesn't work when you give somebody the free game to just like respond it, 6 months later. It just doesn't work. Okay. A lot of the things that we're going to talk about need to be over Zoom or phone call, because people need to kind of be on the spot. They don't need to read it and say, you know what? I'm actually going to phone a friend. I'm going to go wash my dog. I'm going to go clean my cat. And then I'll come up with a really awesome answer. That'll get them. Okay. So again, some of these things you're going to be tempted to use via text. They're not used for text. I would highly recommend, and I know Wes and I will have this out for you, so you may be watching from the future and it's already there, but we will kind of have like a closing guideline thing, PDF put together for you. So go ahead and put that out there. Okay. Don't be afraid to walk away. Okay. These are just things. I know I'm kind of just going over some certain things here, but I mean, these are very important.
Yeah, no. I was just agreeing with you. The walking away part is super
Yeah.
important. Like, if people like get the feeling that you're like thirsty, like you really, really want it, they're gonna run away. But if you give them the feeling like you don't need them, they're gonna come running after you. And like I do it, we both do it, like all day.
I'm ready to take it away. Like,
I'm ready to tell somebody, you know what?
No.
It's actually probably not a good fit.
That gives you so much power.
And then 98% of the time, they're like, wait. No, actually, tell me more about it. Like all the time. So just, it's so important to like have that confidence and be ready to walk away.
Right. Now, don't be out there just be like, not for you. Like just, no one's saying that's like, not for you. Nope. But understand, resistance trigger, like it's a trigger now. It's like if I smell resistance, it's like, instead of me saying like network marketer fangs, it's like, oh, resistance? Nah, probably not for you. You know what I mean?
You guys, because think about it. I mean, like majority of network marketers, they're just like, no, but check out this comp plan and check out these products. Oh my God, these products are this and this and this. And they're like so just like wanting to sign someone up so bad. So if you have that confidence and you're like, you know what, it might not be for you, they're going to be like, wait, what do you mean?
Right.
Like, why is it not for me? What are you talking about?
True that. So understand that. Again, guys, nothing you hear here can be learned unless you practice it. Okay. So I really stress, stop looking at what you think you know and that what you've heard before, okay, and really start looking at your results. Look at your results. Look at your bank account, okay? You say, wait, I don't know that.
No, Jeff said we have the cookie.
Hey, yes, run with it. Again, close.
Sorry, anyways.
Close with tools, okay? And use these, what we're about to teach you, to enhance your tools, Okay. Just as an example, a guy called me the other day from college. I haven't talked to him in years, and we kind of touch base of, kind of every now and then, but he said, "Hey dude, I've been watching you all over the years. And I mean, whatever you got, let's do it. Whatever you got, like just sign me up, send me the link. Let's do it." Now, the old me would have been like, "Hell yeah, bro. It's already in your inbox." As soon as you said, I was sending you the link. Okay. Because I knew what you were about to say. That triggers people in their mind, whether they see it or not. It makes people think that they have to be charismatic, or they have to be you, or they have to do what you did to close. Okay. So again, I say, "Hey, yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate that. However, let's take a look at the video. Okay. Share with me what you want to accomplish. What do you want your life to look like over the next few years? Okay. What do you and your wife want? What do you got going on with your kids? All these things. Okay, cool. You know what? Actually, you told me why you're open. It sounds like it may be a good fit. Again, I don't know. Okay. I really don't know if it is or not. However, check out the video, dude. If it's a good fit for you, great. If it's not, dude, maybe we can find something else for you. I don't know. Okay. Again, I could have just said, "Yeah, bro, let's sign up. Let's run this thing." Right. But I want people to understand that there's a process. Okay. There's a process. And if I put him through that process, what's he going to do when he starts putting people, if he sees an opportunity for himself, what's he going to do when he starts putting people through a particular process? Okay. He's going to actually say, "You know what? Like, watch the video. Let's get back on the phone and let's, we'll close the deal." Okay. So again, if you find yourself in these situations and doing things like that, again, make sure that you're still using the process that your network marketing company has in place. Okay. System's there for a reason. What you do to get them in the system, obviously, or to get looking at the system. Hopefully I explained that in the right way, but hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully, does that make sense, guys? I see some heads on here. So head nods work. Head nods work. Head nods. Okay, cool. Awesome. Guys, know the right people are going to join. I think Wes just kind of touched on this, but the right people are going to join. Okay, so you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. Stop trying to. You're going down the road you don't want to be on. Okay. Again, know how you're going to plug them in. Know the track that the company and team uses. Get in that feeling right now. If someone called you right after this webinar and was like, "Hey, dude, sign me up." Understand that. I want you to get into a good feeling. If it's a nervous feeling, then that's not a good thing. Okay. We got to get into a really positive feeling. Even when I used to call people, I used to be really nervous, making calls and calling people. But I used to just psych myself out. And every time I'd have that name popped up and the green button would be there, I'd just say, "Welcome to the team," with a huge smile on my face. And it would just put me in a good energy, because honestly, the best time to recruit somebody is right after you recruited somebody. Okay. That's the best time to recruit somebody, is right after you recruited somebody. So you're saying, "Okay, well, awesome. Good to know, bro, but I haven't freaking recruited anybody." So psych yourself out. What if you did? Okay. So again, many of you may be watching this in a way where you're like, if you did recruit somebody, you may want to piss yourself. That's not a good thing. Start to psych yourself out in a place where you're like, "Oh yeah, that feels good." Right. Did I say something?
No.
I feel like it helps people to understand that.
Okay. Cool.
All right, awesome. I feel like I'm getting audited through this way, because it's like I'm going through the slides and then like Wes gives me like various looks. I'm like, damn it. I'm like feel like I'm back in college. I'm like, in my hate. I took this HR class, right? And honestly, the looks that I'm getting from Wes right now are just, I can't remember her name, but oh man, she used to give me these looks on presentations. I'm like, God, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this. I made a C in that class. I don't know how. Made it through though. Okay. This is a big reason that most people don't close. I know I'm trying to move through here. You see 1, 2, 3, ... We never really, we struggle with finding out where people are. Okay. We think that everybody's where we are. Okay. And they're not. You got to find out where somebody is. You got to find out where they are in their life, what's going on in their life, where they are in the process of things. Find out, know where people are. Not just, hey, yeah, I thought I did a good job of like finding out where this person is. No, you got to know for sure where somebody is. And, back in the day, I listened to like a lot of like old school networkers before the internet style networkers. And, a lot of people said they were swamped with like 3 leads. If they were like prospecting 3 people, they were swamped. They couldn't handle, I generate 100 leads a day, and then I've got 85 people to follow up with. And they didn't do that. Why? Because they were so focused on a qualified person. They were spending time with that person, and they were really developing a relationship where they found out exactly where that person was. So if you know where that person is, now you can really provide solutions where a lot of times we never really find out. We're just kind of like, okay, here. Okay. We don't go through this cycle of really understanding that you are your target audience. You know your concerns, you know the solutions, you know your demographic and the message that you want to hear better than anybody else. And if you can put yourself in front of you and get them into your process, get them on your social media, get them seeing you, and it moves them from cold to warm to hot to close, which is where we are today, and then repeat buyers and getting referrals and things like that, okay? So again, if you can get into this and see this slide right here should really help. I mean, you should plaster this like on your mirror and get to a place where you're just like, okay, I know me, I'm looking for 20 of me every day on Facebook or LinkedIn. And then I'm just getting that person in front of me. Maybe it's just saying, hey, and then that's the start of their cold. And then, they see a few of your posts, they see a live video, and then they get a little warmed up, and then you talk to them again, and it warms them up a little bit. And then you may, invite them somewhere and say, hey, check this out, I don't know, whatever. And then you really start to hit on some of their concerns, and they start to tell you their problems, and now it's getting real, and they get a little hot, right? And then we say, I know you told me that really your daughter's going to college and you got no way to pay for it. Now, I don't know if this is for you or not. However, I know you shared that with me, and I just want to see, if you're open to a solution for that, I just may have a solution to that problem if you're open to listen to it. I don't know. I'm just, you seem pretty serious about it. Were you serious about it? If you weren't, you could have been just farting around, but I don't know. Right now, how easy is that? How easy is it just, again, but a lot of times we're trying to like do this to somebody who's over here, and they're just kind of like, dude, like, stop crying. Like, take me out to lunch first, like, geez. Okay. That's how most people feel. So let's not leave people with that feeling. I've shared this before, and I've never really shared this on a public webinar, but obviously this isn't public. Okay. But this is one of my favorite closing tactics. Okay. I feel like this is the best way to close, and it's closing with a vision. Okay. If you can get them to see something that they didn't see before, if you can get a prospect to look at themselves in the mirror differently. So ask yourself, what would make this person look at themselves a little differently? If someone says, oh, you know what, like, I'm just a little scared, or, I've never done anything like this before, man, I'm surprised. I was scared too. And I was actually, when you said that, it kind of like, it shocked me, because you never really crossed me as somebody that would let fear affect anything that they do. You just seem so awesome. I do think that's, that may be why I was drawn to you, because you just seem like a person that didn't ever let fear really shake anything that they do. How can you make someone feel like oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. You know what? No, you're probably right. I probably am a lion. I just been fronting on myself. Okay, so practice finding out what people want. Okay, practice really just learning how to get someone's vision out of them. Most people are so clouded with all the bullshit that's going on around their life, they can barely concentrate on creating a vision. When they close, most people, they gotta fall asleep to the news. Why? Because when they close their eyes, they're afraid of what actually may be going on inside of their head, right? They're afraid to sit in silence in their car because their thoughts are so jaded. So again, if you're the person that's making someone see themselves differently, if you're the person that can bring out the vision that they've been afraid, a lot of people are so afraid They don't want to bring out a vision because they're so afraid of disappointment and failure that it's like, oh no, why would I even think about that? Because I'm not going to get it, right? But all of a sudden, if you're the person that says, hey, you know what? I mean, if you want that, dude, you go get it. Go get it. Be encouraging. Be that person that says, pull that vision out and tell them they can go get it. I mean, just think about it really quickly. If me and you, okay, if I bring out a vision that you had no clue was in here, pumping, ready to come out, like I'm not even going to reference that because I don't know if everybody's seen it. I was going to reference Stranger Things, but I don't know if everyone's seen it. Cool show. But if it's just me and you, okay, you across the table from me, and I'm across the table from you, and I bring out that vision, capital THAT, okay, that vision, and I don't give you a solution, and let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you would do. If I don't give you a solution and I just pull this vision out of you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if I just, yeah, you can do this and you can have this and da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Who said I watched Stranger Things in the last 30 days? I could have watched it before, Angela. Anyway, but what are you going to do if I pull out this huge vision that you had no clue was in there and you said, damn, that sounds awesome. I can feel it. I can see it. That's me. Yes. And then I say, okay, cool. Holla. See y'all later. Have a good day. You're going to be like, well, what the? Well, you're going to show me how to get it, or you're just going to just pull out, or you're just going to leave me hanging, right? I mean, that's messed up if I didn't say. Now, I have a way for you to do that if it sounds like that's what you want, right? Can you see how this is a really powerful way to close somebody? Okay, super powerful, but we miss it. And if you want to get good at this, you need to read your vision. You need to make your vision clear. And again, you know, you've heard this not from me or Wes, but from other people that we kind of bring around our community. It's all about the clarity of it, right? It's all about the clarity. It's going to seem a little murky when you first do it, okay? It's going to almost seem like a lie, right? Many of you have been there. Many of you have you've had these thoughts. It's going to seem a little murky. Understand that if it was murky to you, it's murky to them sometimes. Some people, you may bring out this vision and it's just hallelujah, clear. The clouds have just spread. The Lord has put the sunlight on this vision, and it's time to get into network marketing. But for some people, it's going to be really cloudy, and it may take a couple times. It may take a couple phone calls and bringing up that vision again, because clarity is the key. Okay. So where am I at? Again, most people have no clue. You know what you want for yourself and others now. So again, if you're targeting people like you, it should be really simple to talk to these people. And then we're just going to give you some psychological things on how you can just better communicate with them. Okay. Let me know. I know we're a little bit in, so I'm going to take a little bit of a second. Are you guys still with me? Are you getting value so far? Pop a number 3 in the comment section. Just let me know. Are you with me? Are you getting value so far? Is this helping? Do you feel like, just now you could probably close more people just from what we got here? I want to know. Let me know. Okay. Just want to know if you're still with me. Okay. Cool. Good deal. All right. Awesome.